Stay tuned as we take a look at Marvel Thing from the Fantastic Four in the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we are continuing to look at this Marvel Legends Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave, aka the Fantastic Four wave. And today we are looking at The Thing, aka Ben Grimm himself, the big rock monster. It's clobbering time. So as you can see, he takes up the box full, just the figure himself, but they did manage to squeeze in two interchangeable heads for the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure, but no interchangeable parts for the Thing himself. So standard Marvel Legends packaging with a picture of Ben Grimm on the side there. On the back, we're getting a little promo shot of Ben Grimm in that more modern day costume, and then we get a little write-up that reads, bombarded by cosmic rays, Ben Grimm develops thick orange skin and superhuman strength. And then as always, here we have a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Thing. So as I said, this is the Thing in the more dated modern day costume, but of course I will compare him to his Walgreens exclusive counterpart, which was probably one of the best Marvel Legends of recent time. So does this guy hold up? We shall see. Let's get him open. And here is Ben Grimm, the Thing, out of packaging. Again, without a doubt, looking very nice. The original Walgreens exclusive Ben Grimm was one of the best Marvel Legends ever released. And if this is a reissue with a few differences, I'm sure it's going to be just as good. So yeah, I'm sure this guy is without a doubt going to be great. But let's move him to the side and let's just quickly look at these Super Skrull heads. This is the Build-A-Figure, of course. So subscribe to the channel and come back as I will review the Super Skrull last. And these two heads, one smiley, one serious, look very nice. Nice to have some different heads for a Build-A-Figure as well. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, come back, and we will review the Super Skrull last. But today is all about this rock monster, this orange rock-skinned guy. It is Ben Grimm in this more modern day costume. Now, it does seem to be a straight up reissue of the previous version, just with a different paint scheme and a different head sculpt. And of course, different trousers or shorts and about, at least. They're not trousers, but you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, he looks good. And it's the same articulation as the previous version. Obviously only single jointed elbows, but decent range on the shoulders. There is a diaphragm joint that wiggles a little bit, but doesn't really crunch much back and forth. There's double jointed knees for such a big figure, but they don't really go double jointed. The legs, the feet even, do have ankle pivot and a decent rock out on the ankle. And the legs okay. He can do quite a decent splits, to be fair, considering he's a big rock monster. But yeah, the articulation is what you would expect for such a big guy, and you can definitely get it to work in your display. He comes with no interchangeable hands like the previous version did. He just comes with two fisted hands. But again, if you're going to have only one set of hands for a big rock monster like him, let's be honest, it's the fists that you're going to want. So it's the same mold as the previous version, but as I said, different paint scheme. So let me just zoom in a little bit and show you the differences and show you that new head sculpt. So I'll get out the previous version in a minute to show you next to each other, but the main differences is the different face sculpt. You can actually see his eyes underneath his eyebrows. I'm not too sure how well that's coming across on camera, but his eyes are painted there. But that's only when you've got his head up. If you've got his head down, then they can only just see him. But his eyes are there, and then his face, his mouth is just that straight line, and his eyebrows, his monobrow is just angry. He's not happy. But I wouldn't be either if I was covered in orange rocks. Now, he does have a different paint scheme. As you can see, it's like a lighter orange, but it does seem to be slopped on there. It's not as subtle as I would like. The previous version had a nice black, dark wash, so all these cracks showed off a little bit, but he doesn't have a dark wash, but the cracks are decently sculpted, so they're still very predominant, but this orange sort of slop on there doesn't look great. It looks okay, I guess, on display. It looks like a contrasting orange, but when you get a closer look at it, it does look like just patches of oranges on there. The bow is this new 4 logo that they're using, like on the previous figures. If it will focus for me, there you go. But his is all in black and blue, and then his shorts are matching the same as the Fantastic Four figures. But yeah, he looks nice, big chunky figure. As I said, one of the best Marvel Legends that there has been. Very accurate to the character. So let's compare him now to that previous Walgreens exclusive. So here we have Ben Grimm compared to Ben Grimm. This is the Walgreens exclusive. Now this guy never had a bout, so that's a drastic difference. He has no 4 logo, and his shorts are the lighter shade of blue compared to this new modern outfit. But the main differences are the paint. Now you can see this guy has a nice dark wash in between all these rocks, where this guy doesn't. The orange is just orange with this lighter orange slopped on top. Now I definitely prefer the paint scheme on this previous Walgreens exclusive, but it would have been good, like I don't mind this lighter orange, but it would have been good to still get this darker wash in between those cracks. As I said, the sculpt is good enough where the cracks are still very predominant, but this wash does really make them pop. But they are your differences. Again, on the back it really shows very dark, very predominant cracks compared to here. Now this one's got a little bit of slop there, annoyingly. That's annoying. But other than that, they are the same figure. Now, as I said, this one's got 2 fisted hands. This guy had your options of fisted or open palm. So we got 1 fist, 1 open palm. And then in the box, we also got another fist and open palm. So I will see if we can swap out these hands. But I don't think they're going to match anyway. So the hand does come off like this version, and I know it's the wrong way round. I know the hand's the wrong way round. So these hands will go in there, but as I said, yes, I know it's the wrong way round, but you get my point. It won't match. I guess you could get it to work, but it won't match. And I know everyone in the comments is going to say it's the wrong hand. I know it's the wrong hand. I was just showing you the differences. See, I'll put the fist in there so you can see what I'm talking about. So there you go. The fist is there, and the paint schemes just ain't going to match. See what I mean? Dark, light, just won't match. Maybe from a distance, but again, you're not going to want that fist on there because he's already got a fist that matches. So that was a pointless example. But you get what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you the colours don't match. And again, not a fan of the orange slop, but definitely a fan of this figure. Now, I knew this wouldn't work, but I popped it on there anyway, just for anyone that was interested. So this is the Walgreens exclusive head sculpt with the teeth showing on this new body. And as you can see, the dark paint, again, makes the contrast too much of a difference for me personally, for my display. But again, you could get it to work, I guess, but I don't think they match. But if you wanted to pop the heads, they do pop on and off, not a problem. And then lastly, the most important comparison. Here we have Ben Grimm, the Thing, compared to all of the members of the Fantastic Four. So we have Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman, and then Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, not flamed on. All in their modern day costumes, looking very nice now they're all together. It's still bugging me that Sue's a little bit too tall. As you can see, she's taller than Ben Grimm's shoulder, which is a little bit frustrating, but it might be because of the wedges she's wearing. But other than that, they look great. So let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to know, do you prefer this modern day uniform now you've seen them all together, or are you going to stick to your classic Walgreens exclusive classic looking uniforms? I like them both for the different reasons. The other one's very classic, but I like this modern costume as well, and now they're all standing together, they look great. The only thing that bugs me about Ben Grimm is the sloppy orange. It's not sloppy, that's unfair to say, but is the orange paint just on there in patches. I get what Hasbro are trying to do, but it's not the I would have preferred the dark wash is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, look at Ben Grimm. Very impressive Marvel legend. So let me know what you think in the comments below, but most importantly, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. And if you want to support the channel that tiny bit more, head over to Patreon, and you can do that for $1 a month and help me build out my studio so I can get more reviews to you, and also you get more reviews quicker over there. And if you want to see all the reviews in this wave so far, go and check out the Super Scroll Build-A-Figure playlist on the channel. But until then, people, I shall see you on the next one.